Testing 1, 2. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. I'm Justin, and today I am continuing my theme of songs that have to do with storms or weather or anything like that, because there is a hurricane as of right now heading towards me as of this video, on top of us, raining destruction. Hopefully I'm all right. Hopefully power doesn't go out. Either way, these videos are scheduled, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Today I am listening to Blind Guardian, Into the Storm. Blind Guardian I've heard of. I have never listened to them. Blind Guardian is a German power metal band formed in 1984 in West Germany. They are often credited as one of the seminal and most influential bands in the power metal and speed metal subgenres or genres. Power metal is a genre that I'm not too into. I've listened to some. Is Symphony X considered power metal? They may be considered more on the progressive side, but they definitely have some power metal elements. Camelot, I don't know if they're considered power metal. Dragon Force. There's one band I listen to them. I like them. I think they're considered power metal. Something Wolf. Power. I don't think they're called Power Wolf, were they? Yeah, Power Wolf. Yeah, I've listened to them. They're pretty cool. I haven't done this a lot, but I have a recommendation for you guys since I think it'll kind of fit in this genre. There's a progressive slash symphonic slash maybe power metal-ish band that I used to listen to that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to recommend them to you. The band is Adagio. They're a French progressive metal, symphonic metal band. They're making music still now, but this album came out in 2001. The song I'm going to recommend to you guys is The Stringless Violin. I really like that song. I still like it. I actually just recently listened to it again, and I still think it holds up very well. It's very Symphony X. Maybe slightly more akin to their older style of more classical leanings, but I really like it. And the piano part in the middle of it, I've always loved that. That influenced me to play piano and get into it, even though I never stuck with it. Listen to that song after this video, and then let me know what you think of that song. I'm just honestly very curious. Let me know. So Blind Guardian, we're going to listen to the song Into the Storm because it makes sense with this weekend. Please let me know what you think of the song in the comments below. Join me on Twitter if you want. Let me know what you think of the setup. Let me know what you'd like to change. Maybe what you want more of, what you want less of. I'm open ears. This is Blind Guardian with Into the Storm.
Treasure
That's the kind of song that I would like to see live, where me sitting here at a desk, it's hard for me to like not enjoy the song, but like, this isn't the kind of song that you listen to sitting at a desk. This is like driving with the windows open. This is seeing live. This is 100% like a live band. I could tell that immediately. I would love to see that live. The thing that immediately captures me, and this is going to be kind of personal preference, just something I like, is the double bass and the drumming throughout. I always have loved double bass drumming. I just can't help it. It's just something I'm a sucker for. I love sections like this. I noticed the timestamp. Let me get to it. Where it's just this nice gritty riff going in the back, and that double bass is just like that wasn't it. Like, I'm not gonna try and do it, but that double bass is just going, just galloping. I love that a lot in any type of music, obviously in metal because that's a staple of it. But it's kind of like things drop out, so it's not like it's crowded and the double bass is going. Things are kind of reined in. There's the riff, there's the vocalist, and the double bass drumming and going in it, and I love that because that's just a good powerful groove to get in. I love that, so I'm a sucker for that immediately. This being my first experience with Blind Guardian, his voice took me a second. I'll admit, at first I wasn't too into his voice, but as the song went on, as I got accustomed to it, I did enjoy his voice. And one thing I really like about it is the variation he has within it. He goes from these snarling, almost kind of yells to singing very high, not super high, but theatrical, sure. Soaring vocals, but still retains this kind of roughness in his voice. And I really like that. I really like the variation in his tones while he's singing, because it does a very good job of adding texture to the story that's being told, especially because it's a very literal story that's being told. Now, I know Lord of the Rings, the movies, that's pretty much as far as my knowledge goes. They're awesome movies, love them. Two Towers, Helm's Deep, are you kidding me? Lyrically, and because of the album name, what is the album name? Nightfall in Middle-earth, I'm immediately thinking Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and that kind of thing. And going by the lyrics, give it to me, I must have it, precious treasure, I deserve it. Immediately I'm thinking of the ring. Now, from kind of reading into it, this is apparently like not really anything to do with that. I read the story here. It's too much for me to even follow or get into right now because I don't know Tolkien's writings and stuff really. It's not a story I'm very familiar with besides the movies. And even then, I kind of get a little bit lost in the lore. Regardless, I think this type of subject matter and this type of music go perfectly hand in hand. Telling these fiction stories, mythology, legendary stories, things like that. I think it just works very well because most of these stories are very intense. It's an adventure, there's battles, there's conflict, and the music perfectly captures that. Without getting into the actual story of it, because like I said, that's just too much. It's about this desire someone wants this treasure, whatever it may be. The music captures that intensity really well. How this drive and this desire for this item has really pushed this person over the edge. And even though it may not directly be about Sméagol, that's kind of, at least for me as a casual fan, what I envision. And I think even though the music is somewhat busy, it's never overly complicated. It never all clashes together. It works very well off of each other. It moves from section to section very well. It flows very well. So overall, I think it's a good song. Would I listen to it? This is kind of one of those songs where, like I said before, like you know immediately whether you're gonna like a song or not, like after it's done. Sometimes it takes more than one listen to fully get a song. That's granted. But typically you're gonna have a leaning whether you really like a song or not, and if you would actually listen to it again or not. I'm kind of in the middle-ish because, here's where I'm kind of leaning. I'm kind of leaning that I wouldn't necessarily listen to this particular song again, but there's still enough there that it interests me in Blind Guardian and like what else they can do. Like, what are their more, I don't want to say accessible, what are like their biggest songs that most people like? Or what are their songs that, as someone who's not hugely into power metal, what's a song that maybe I would like? Like I said, I like Symphony X. I like some bands like that. I've recommended Adagio, Powerwolf. There's some other bands. I just can't think of them honestly right now off the top of my head. There's not necessarily anything I didn't like about it. Overall, I did enjoy it. It's just not something I'd personally come back to. So I'm leaning to no, but it's a very, like if you can see it, it's a very slight lean, like you can barely even tell it's there. Maybe I will listen to this again, you know? Like I said, give me another song, honestly. You Blind Guardian fans, give me another song that maybe you think I would enjoy. Like I said, there's nothing I can say that I didn't enjoy about it. I don't know, there's nothing that grabbed me enough to return to this particular song. But there were enough interesting elements for me to be interested in Blind Guardian. Let me know what you guys thought of the song. Join me in the comments below. Join me on Twitter. Hopefully the storm is about to pass. If not, my house is collapsed, or at least the fence is. I bet you that fence is going down. If it does, I'm going to take pictures of it for you. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.